Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot back with another video. And this is Charm Casting 101, how to do a charm reading step by step. Alright, so the first thing you're going to have is your charm box or your charm bowl or your charm bag or whatever you put your charms in. If you are interested in looking at my video on creating your own charm collection, please do that as well. And I have another video on how to make charm reading templates and that are easy and fun and people will like them. All right, so the first thing you're going to do, if you're going to do a charm reading, you're going to prepare yourself mentally. Take a few deep breaths. Surround yourself with the white light of God's love and protection. If you do that, you might want to say a little prayer. Ask the universe to help you give a helpful and insightful reading to your client. And then you're going to begin by opening your charm box. First, you'll choose your palette. First, you'll choose your template. And today I'm going to use this Mind, Body, and Spirit template. Now, in my how to make this video, I mentioned a lot of other things you can use. You can use a tray, you can just use the table, whatever. So what I'm going to do is mix my charms up and not looking at them. I'm going to pick some and I'm going to just drop them on the template. Now, every charm in my charm box means something to me. So ahead of time, when I put my charm box together, before I put each charm in, I thought, okay, what does this charm mean to me? If it didn't mean anything to me, then I didn't put it in, because everything you have in your charm collection should mean something to you. All right. Now, I just took away a charm that ended up over here and one that ended up over here upside down. So what I do first is I remove the upside down ones, because to me those have nothing to say to us. And then we have a lot more to look at, and we can see which area the charms fall into. All right, so then I choose either Mind, Body, or Spirit, whichever one calls to me first. And today we're going to start with the section on the mind. All right, now, what I notice here first is one of my fortunes. I save my fortune cookie fortunes because they always have really cool things. Like on one side they have a fortune, and on the other side they have lucky numbers. So I can't guarantee these numbers are lucky, but I always encourage the person to write them down. So the lucky numbers here are 35, 36, 12, 10, 5, and 6. All right, and I repeat those if I feel like I went too fast. Then we have a W. And this could stand for somebody on your mind with a W name. It could be a first name or a last name. Also, W4 reminds me of WD-40 oil. If anything needs oiled and it's been on your mind, you want to take care of that. And usually I set, like, let's say this was for the month of October. So I would say, you know, for the month of October, look for someone. Is someone on your mind with a W name? Is someone either a first name or last name? You might want to connect with that person, okay? And then we have two dominoes here. Now let's look at this. This could be, okay, 6 and 1 is 7, 5 and 2 is 7. Oh my gosh, so that could be the number 77. And the fact that they're both 7s says something to me. So I've got my angel number book, which I keep handy dandy, and I'll look up the numbers that strike me as being important. Since we have two 7s, let's look up the number 7 and then look up the number 77. Now you don't have to have this. You do not have to have an angel number book. I just really like it. And if you want to get one, this is the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela, How to Understand the Messages Your Spirit Guides Are Sending You. So let's look up the number 7. It says, fear not. Do not let fear control you. Learning and growing come with new context and opportunities. You're feeling called to do new things without always knowing whom or what you can trust. Seeing this number reminds you to be spontaneous and courageous, but also smart and cautious. It's okay to have a backup plan. When you see this number, create a list of what you are scared of and what you can do to mitigate those fears. All right, then let's look up number 77 and see what that says. And often they're kind of connected if it's double the same number. Yep, number 77, calm fears. You are supported. The fears you have may not go anywhere anytime soon, but they don't have to control you. Your angels are reassuring you that they give you their full support. Work on calming your fears today by taking a bath, going on a nature walk, or simply enjoying a cup of tea. All right, and I could proceed with this. I could, look up number 5, number 6, number 2, number 1. But to me, what struck me in this was a 7 and a 7. All right, now let's look at the body area. There's a Q, there's an A, and part of another A here. Now, something that's affecting your body or your physical life, your physical world. There may be someone with a Q name, and there may be someone with an A name, and these could either be first or last names. There's also a number 10 here and a number 1, which adds up to 11. So that might be an angel number you'd want to look up for the person. Now, here's the deal. When you're doing a charm reading, it's whatever comes to your mind. Okay, use your intuition. Sometimes when I see this butterfly, I see freedom. Sometimes I see transformation. So if I was doing this, I would say, do something that helps you to feel free in using your body. Maybe some dancing, maybe some exercising, maybe just take a run in nature. So that would be maybe what the butterfly was saying to me. And then I have a little skull here. And this always reminds me of mortality. And I just always say, remember, you're not going to live forever. So take care of your body and do what you can to have the best, healthiest life possible that you can. All right, and particularly in the month of October or whatever month you're talking about. Now, in the spirit section, we have the moon. Now, the moon is half on the mind and partially and mostly on the spirit. So, if you do any kind of moon-related rituals or things that are related to the phases of the moon, keep an eye on the phases of the moon and maybe how those are affecting you spiritually this month. And then we have the letter E, the letter V, and the letter A. And since the letter A is both in body and spirit, this may be an A person who is, affecting you or is related to your spiritual life as well as your physical life. There may be someone in spirit with an A name or someone in spirit with a V name or an E name. These could go either for first names or last names. So someone in spirit who is no longer here physically may have a message for you. Okay, so this could be an A person, a V person, E person. So if I look at Eva, okay, there may be someone named Eva that is trying to get a message to you. Okay, so pay attention to the moon this month and try to do one spiritual practice that's related to the moon or the phase of the moon. All right, so that is a brief example of what I would do for a charm reading. I would not recommend giving anyone any negative predictions like if you look at this skull, I would never say to someone, oh, there's a skull. This means you're going to die soon. Oh, please don't ever do that. That is just, first of all, we don't know ever when someone's going to die. And second of all, that's not a very uplifting reading. But to tell them, no one's going to live forever. Take care of yourself. Pay special attention to your body and what's going on with your health. Okay, so that is never bad advice. But you're going to die, I mean, that would be freak someone out, first of all. And it wouldn't be, it just would not be a good thing to do. All right, so then, after I tell them what each charm means with relation to where it is on the template, then I'll review it again. And real quickly, don't do the whole thing over again, but I try to do a short review. And I know sometimes I get carried away with that, but I try not to. And then if you're doing this for a person if you're doing this in person and the person's with you, I would ask them, do you have any questions or, does any of this resonate with you? And it's always really good to get people's feedback and say, and they'll be like, oh, I've been seeing the number 77 everywhere. And you'd be surprised the things that they will tell you that they can actually relate to. Or their mother, Virginia, passed a year ago, and you know, they were wanting to hear from her or something like that. Okay. And then, you know, generally these people in spirit, and you'll get an intuitive hit if, you know, they have a special message, like someone with a V name is trying to tell you they love you. And then sometimes there'll be another charm with it, and then that will give you even more of a clue what it's about. So that's a basic charm reading. That is how I do it. You will find your own way. And of course, your charms will each mean something to you, and they may mean something different to you than they would to me, and that's normal. Okay, so like I said, you might want to look up, if you see a number here, you might want to look up the number 4. There's a number 4 here. There's 3 ones. Okay, so that might mean something. And, you know, just use your intuition. Look at it. See how the charms make you feel. What do they usually make you think of? What is their meaning to you? And does that fit in here? Because it may not. And with this butterfly, I might say, right now your body's going through a transformation. Just, you know, take care of yourself as this goes on. Because this butterfly means to me, you know, transformation. All right, so, or, yeah, transformation. All right, so that is it. That's a brief charm reading. That's how I do it. I might use another template. I might use just the table. I might use a tray. So basically, make it your own. Make this charm reading activity your own. And, you know, try doing a few. Try doing a few charm readings for your friends and family and see how it goes. See if you like it, if it's something you relate to. Because tools of divination are all different, and we'll relate to some and some we won't. They just won't, you know, nothing will come to us. My husband said he looks at this and he sees nothing. He just sees a bunch of junk on a table. So then I would say to him, you know, charm reading probably isn't your thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel. That will help me out a lot. I will never ask you for money. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. So thank you again. You're so important to me, and I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And if you're interested in charms and charm reading, I have 2 other videos under the Charm Casting 101. So I hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything else you want to see regarding charms and charm casting, please let me know. And you might want to look for your zodiac charm reading coming up for October. They're not out yet, but they will be before the end of this month. So I hope that I hope you enjoy this. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.